Good morning. Our last TDF Tuesday video ended with days 9, 10, and 11 of my countdown from Malia Made It. So I still have day 12 of my Navajo churro fiber before we switch to another breed. So let's get this one wrapped up today to start out this video, and then we'll dive into something new. Here is a picture of my bobbin from yesterday. I did decide to do days 9 and 10 on one bobbin and days 11 and 12 on another bobbin. Obviously, I don't know what day 12 looks like yet, but I don't know. I just decided based on how the gradient was working up and how I felt about the way the fiber feels that I would just make one skein out of it and apply it on itself. Okay, let's open it. Day 12, let's see where this goes. So yesterday went from bluey to purpley. Okay, this is gonna look really good applied up together. We have a purpley into a light pink, and I think this is gonna look so good. Actually, hang on, I can get my my first bobbin. One second. Okay, so this is my bobbin from days 1 and 2, and then I don't have, well, okay, technically days 9 and 10. Then I don't have the bobbin for day 11 with me because I am very much a once you are in the middle of something, you do not take that bobbin off of the spinning wheel kind of person. I feel like it's gonna mess everything up and mess up my tension and the way I have everything set up and all that kind of stuff. So I do not touch it. So, but anyway, I think this is gonna look really fun. Basically, what's underneath here is a more greeny color from the first day of this Navajo churro fiber, and that will end up being applied with what is currently on my bobbin from day 11, and then what you see here will end up being applied with this, and I think that's gonna look really, really fun. So we'll end up with like the pinks and the blues applied together, and then this like more tealy turquoisey kind of color being applied with this purpley up here. That's gonna be so much fun. So I'm going to go get this started on my wheel and we'll see. I don't think I'm going to get it applied today as much as I would like to, but we'll see what I can do. This is going to be an incredibly busy week for me. I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of dyeing to do. I have a lot of designing behind the scenes stuff to do. We have stuff going on around the house. I have appointments. I have meetings. So it's gonna be an incredibly busy week. So I think this TDF Tuesday, who knows? We'll see what the week brings, but it might end up being one that is full of a lot of montages instead of talking. Obviously, tomorrow when I start a new fiber, I will do my usual intro to it because I like doing those, but I don't know. We might not sit down and talk much this week. We will see. Anyway, ow! I keep doing that. Let's get this baby on the wheel. Hello and welcome to day 13 of Tour de Fleece. We have a new fiber to open today and I'm so excited. Okay, so I had to apply my, what did I just spin? What did I just spin? What is this? Navajo churro. There we go. I had to apply my Navajo churro because I still have my caracal. That will never not sound wrong. I still have that on a bobbin because I haven't decided what to do with it in terms of applying. And I only have 3 bobbins for my wheel, and I had this Navajo churro split onto 2, so I had to apply it. So I did that this morning with my coffee. I will pop in a picture of what the bobbin looked like after day 12. And then here is what we are looking at for plied yarn. This is really pretty, and you can see down here at the end of the bobbin that we have like greeny blue, and then we end up with like pinky purpley blue down at the beginning of the skein. So I will try and get this skeined up and soaked and everything today or tomorrow, and I will show you the finished skein once it is ready for you. But now that that is done, I have 2 clear bobbins again, and we can move on to our next fiber type. So let's see what breed we have in store for us today. Let's go to our little info sheet, and we have days 13 through 16, Gulf Coast Native roving. This is a gradient broken up into 4 mini braids, but it would also be pretty as a fractal if that's more your style. This is the other fruit-inspired colorway. Try a new-to-you spinning technique, whether it be a new drafting style, thicker or thinner yarn, more or less plies, etc. So, I am so curious to see how a gradient could also be spun as a fractal, but I'm very, very excited at the possibility of a fractal spin, because what I've been doing this whole time is I've really just been spinning from end to end along the braids, because as a gradient it just feels natural to do that, but maybe I should have done things differently. I don't know. We'll see what today's fiber looks like, and decide together what we want to do. But first, let's take a look at our field guide to fleece and see what it has to say about Gulf Coast Native. Okay, it seems very like, it's kind of like, you can card it, you can comb it, use whatever prep you want, use whatever spinning techniques you want. It seems like it's a pretty versatile fleece. Generally pleasure to work with, and yield yarn that is crisp enough to show stitch or weave textures clearly. If you want to try felting, this is a fiber to look for. I don't, but that's good to know that it is easily feltable. Staple lengths of 2.5 to 4 inches. Interesting. That's much smaller, I believe. I'm not sure what the South Down was. 1.5 to 4 inches. Okay, so this is going to be a shorter staple length, just like the South Down. Fiber diameters 26 to 32 microns. Okay, medium-ish, a little bit coarser than I typically like, but that's okay. Gulf Coast natives breed and lamb year-round. A subgroup of the population is being evaluated to determine whether it is sufficiently distinct to be considered a separate breed, the Florida Cracker. So actually, while I was in Florida a couple of months ago, I was doing a lot of research looking up Florida Crackers, and it was interesting. I will not get into it now because that is not what we're talking about, but let's open this up and then we will resituate ourselves so that we can spin together. So here we go, day 13. Let's see. This feels very squishy. Ooh, okay. We are starting with, whoa, here we go again. We have another really, really stretchy one. Not quite as stretchy as the South Down was, but it's good. Okay, so this is a really long braid. That's interesting. Okay, so we have yellow. Light yellow to deeper yellowy orange. Do I want to do another gradient? Ow. How many times can I do that? Do I want to do another gradient braid, or do I want to try splitting this into a fractal? Because if I do yet another gradient, I'm just going to end up with another thing where like the first 2 days on one bobbin, the next 2 days on another bobbin. I'm going to end up with a lot of things that look like my South Down, and then now my Navajo churro is going to look like that as well. Do I want to try splitting this down the middle and doing a fractal? But if I do that, if I do a fractal, I would have to do, like, for instance, half of this braid end to end, and then on a different bobbin I would have to do half of the half. Or I do all of day 1 end to end, all of day 2 end to end, and then I do half of day 3 and like half and half, and then day 4 half and half. I don't know what I want to do. I don't think I want to... This doesn't feel fractally to me though. Because it would just be such long repeats no matter what I do. I think I'm going to spin it end to end. This does feel not that bad. Okay. I think I'm going to spin it end to end still, again. And let's resituate and spin. All right, here we go. So we have my wheel all set up. I brought everything upstairs again. I tend to kind of like, I like to film my little breed first impressions up here, but then I actually usually do most of my spinning downstairs. So I've been carrying my wheel back and forth. Anyway, let's get this going and see how it goes. Let's see if we end up struggling like we did with the south down. See if we have to adjust our ratio or anything. Is this gonna, nope, yeah, it let go. Okay. I was really close. I was really close, but it let go. So let's try that one more time. I should really just put different leaders onto this because I have no problem with my electric eel wheel. I have much longer leaders on that one and I have no problem with it. I just, all of these bobbins came with like really short leaders attached and I always have trouble. Okay, so this is spinning so far a lot nicer than the south down did. And the only reason I'm really comparing them is because of the similar staple length and general feel of, you know, the other, how many did I have? The other two in between the south down and this one had longer, they were longer wools and very, they were double coated, had like hair-like fibers in there. So yeah, this is the most comparable one to the south down so far. It is spinning up relatively fine. Very nicely. So I guess, I don't know if I want to spin fine, but that's fine with me. I look so hunched over and weird. I don't normally spin in this totally curved, hunched over posture, but I'm just trying to get myself seen in the frame. So yeah, this is going well. Let's see. Should I do a plyback test, like my very first plyback test of the entire Tour de Fleece? Because because I haven't been doing one so far. Let's see. Alright, that's not bad. I don't know if you'll be able to see that at all. I can't get it close enough for you. But, yeah. I think I like what I'm spinning. It's very poofy. Now it's tied in a knot. Let go. Thank you. It seems very poofy, which is kind of fun. I'm enjoying this. Very first impressions, would definitely spin Gulf Coast Native again. Yeah. I don't mind this. I'm looking forward to the next 4 days, I think. I think this is probably the fiber that I'm going to have the most fun with out of what we've spun so far. So yay! This is exciting. Okay, I will talk to you later. Actually, to be completely honest, I'm probably going to talk to you tomorrow. I have a lot going on this week. A lot. Appointments every single day. Lots of things that I have to do for work. Dye days, design stuff. It's a busy week. And I am going to stop spinning this as soon as I'm done recording, and probably will not be touching this again until very late tonight when I'm trying to do just like a little bit of relaxing before bed. So that's not going to get filmed. So I will talk to you tomorrow when we will see what the next part of our gradient is. Bye! Good morning and welcome to day 14. I will pop a quick picture of day 13's bobbin over here. I pretty much spun it all in one go after I finished filming yesterday, or like I waited until nighttime and then spun the rest of that entire braid in one go. So we are here to open day 14. I have so much going on today, so I don't think I'm going to really be able to film very much. I don't even know if I'm going to film myself spinning at all. We'll see, but let's at least open day 14. Ooh, this is very orange. Okay. Interesting. So this goes from the very end of yesterday's braid. Started having some of these orangey tones in it. And this goes to a much deeper orange. This is a deeper orange than we've seen so far in any of the braids. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. I think I am going to try to, I think I'm probably just gonna do another like single skein of this one, and do yesterday's bobbin and this on one bobbin, and then the next 2 days on another bobbin, ply them together like I've been doing. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow's color will totally change my mind, but I think that's probably the plan for right now. So that's it. Sorry for the quick update. I gotta go. I got lots of things to do and people to see and places to be. So talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to day 16 of the Tour de Fleece. I barely touched my spinning yesterday, to be honest. I filmed myself opening yesterday's package very briefly, and then I pretty much attached it to my wheel, spun for like less than 10 minutes, and that was all I got done yesterday. It was a very, very busy, hectic day. I was a little bit grumpy by the end of the day, and I just didn't get to any spinning. So I finished that braid with my coffee this morning, and I don't think I showed, let's see, I don't think I showed day 14. Yeah, I don't think I showed day 14, so let's put that here. And then day 15 is here. And now we are here to open day 16. I have decided for this one, I really like the way that the gradient is playing out in this fiber. And so this one, I have decided I'm going to put it all in one bobbin, and I'm planning on plying it with my white Shetland that I'm processing. So I have not spun any of that yet, but I'm putting everything all in one bobbin. So let's see what our last color looks like. So we had just faded into a pink, and it looks like we are continuing with the pink and fading to a lighter pink, I guess. Yeah. So this is where we start here, where we have this deeper pink, and we are fading out of it to a lighter pink. So yeah, that basically that means that our, oh my gosh, that just scared me. A little piece of fiber fell out and it scared me. I thought something was on me. That basically means we started with yellow. Yeah, and we went yellow, orange, and then into different pink tones. So this will be a nice gradient yarn, I think. And I like that it doesn't have a lot of colors in it. It's just a very smooth fade. And I think it will make a really nice yarn when it is combined with the white. So I don't know if I'm going to film myself spinning anymore today. I again have a lot to do today. So I honestly don't know when I'm going to get to this. I'm gonna get it attached to my wheel and ready to be spun so that it is ready for me whenever I want or have time to sit down and spin. But yeah, it's been a rough couple of days. Not rough, like nothing bad has happened. It's just been really busy and I haven't had time for the things that I love. I've just had to focus on other things. So we'll see when this gets done, but we will be back tomorrow with a new fiber. Is that in this week? 12:30. Yeah, okay. So tomorrow, I think, I can't math right now. I'm pretty sure tomorrow will be our last day of this vlog, and we will be opening a new fiber together. I will see you then. Stopped recording and immediately realized I was wrong. Today is day 16. I moved some things around. I was looking over at my advent over here and I moved some things around and I missed day 17. So I was thinking tomorrow was day 18. Today is day 16. We have 2 more days in this vlog. What day is it? I don't know what's going on. Like I said, it's been rough. So I will see you tomorrow for a new fiber, and who knows what day it is or when this vlog will end. Goodbye. Hello, my friends. We have to have a moment of real talk. So first things first, the Tour de Fleece is supposed to have 2 challenge days and 2 rest days, and I have been partaking in none of those because I got 24 days worth of fiber and I like spinning, so I haven't given myself any rest days, but I did. I did not spin at all yesterday. I took the day off. I'm feeling a little bit burnt out with my spinning, and I think more just like the spinning and having to record it, or feeling like I need to keep track of what I'm doing instead of just being able to spin for fun. So, I mean, I know that it's my video and I can do whatever I want and I don't have to record if I don't want to, but I've already started this and I'm more than halfway through, so I want to stay committed to it, but I was feeling a little bit burnt out. And also because there have been fibers that I haven't been enjoying, and I felt like I have to finish that fiber before I move on to the next one. Again, these are rules I have imposed on myself. I don't have to do anything, but anyway, I needed a day off, so I took a rest day finally yesterday, and I'm very glad I did. Now, my second real talk thing I need to tell you is actually a confession that I have been lying to you the entire time we have been doing TDF Tuesdays. I actually started my Tour de Fleece journey the Wednesday before Tour de Fleece. So I started 4 days early so that I could be ahead of schedule with filming, and then I had plenty of time for editing, for all of that kind of stuff, uploading, blah, 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 everything. So I had wiggle room in case I wanted to take a day off. So it worked out. I'm still ahead of schedule. Actually, I'm now only 2 days ahead of schedule because on whatever day it was, day 8, I think it was, that had 2 braids, I actually spun those on 2 separate days. So yeah, I took 2 days to spin those 2 braids. So that put me only 3 days ahead of schedule, and then I took a day off, so now I'm only 2 days ahead of schedule. But that's fine. So, sorry if that's confusing. It's very confusing for me. I guess it doesn't have to be confusing for you because you're not keeping track of it. But I apologize for lying to you. Next, I just want to very quickly address the thing on my finger. My husband and I are in the middle of a day of construction projects around the house. He actually just had to run out to the store because we decided we've slowly been getting the trim up on all of our windows around the house, doing the casing, the trim, and then caulk and paint and all that kind of stuff. And we're very close to being done. Today we did the bay window that's in our living room. And then we decided 10 minutes ago to do the front door and finish that off and like get it done because the window went so smoothly, so we decided to tackle the door. So he just ran out to get the supplies that we need for the door since we weren't planning to do it today, and now we're going to. Anyway, this is a long story. While he's at the store, I'm filming this very quickly, which is why I'm in just a t-shirt, unwashed hair. I probably have sawdust on me. But anyway, I hurt my finger. I'm fine. It is a joint injury, not a, like I didn't cut myself or anything. It's really stupid, but basically I ended up putting too much pressure. I'm double jointed. I have hypermobility in a lot of joints. I put too much pressure on my finger joint in the wrong direction, and I don't have a ring splint that fits this finger. I wear them on my thumbs all the time, but I don't actually have one that's small enough for this finger, so I just put some little tape around it to support it, give it a little bit of extra help for Karu. I'm sorry about that. Karu is sitting on the windowsill over there, and she just knocked something over. Anyway, I just put this on here to support, so we'll see how spinning goes with this. Okay, let's talk about spinning. I'm sorry, that was like 5 minutes of Shandy, don't. Sorry, it's chaos. It is a chaotic day here today. Yes. Okay. Let's talk about spinning. I finished my Gulf Coast Native, and I'm very happy with it. This is my bobbin. I cannot remember what bobbins I have shown you, and if I missed any days of showing you this. If I have, I'll pop stuff on the screen. But I put all 4 days on this one bobbin, and I think I'm going to ply it with my Shetland. So now I have 2 bobbins that are full of fiber that need to be plied, my Caracal and my Gulf Coast Native, and that means I only have 1 bobbin left on my wheel. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. But that's a problem for another day. So today we get to open a new fiber. Let's learn about it. So we have days 17 through 20, Shetland roving. I'm very excited about this because I am processing a Shetland fleece. Sorry, I'm looking at the bats over there. I'm processing a Shetland fleece right now. I have never spun Shetland yet. I still haven't spun any of the bats that I have processed myself. So I'm very excited to try out this fiber and then to be able to compare it to my hand processed fleece as well. Okay, gradient broken up into 4 mini braids. So we have another gradient. I'm also getting a little bit burnt out on gradients. Like, they're pretty, but like I'm a little tired of gradients at this point in time. Shetland is known for its tendency to want to spin thin, so this would be a fun fiber to spin lace weight. It would make a gorgeous gradient shawl. Okay, I am not necessarily a lace weight spinner. I usually, like, my comfort zone is like a light DK after things have been plied and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's take a look in our Field Guide to Fleece, Shetland. So it seems like Shetland is a pretty varied breed. It says that they can have finer fibers that are nicely crimped, but also they can have longer, coarser fibers that may be wavy to nearly straight. And I actually am finding that with my Shetland that I've been processing, is there are some longer fibers in there that are kind of wavy and not necessarily crimped. It says spinning should be relatively smooth and easy. Shetland yarns can be used for anything from a delicate shawl to sturdy rope. Fine to medium fleeces. Most Shetland fleeces will felt. Okay. Staple length varies by type, 2 inches to 10 inches. I definitely have to say, Shandy's very itchy right now. You done? Okay. The Shetland fleece that I have been processing has a very short staple length. 20 to 30 microns generally. It can be difficult to tell whether the Shetland wool you buy is from a purebred Shetland sheep from the islands, North America, or elsewhere, or a sheep of another breed that makes its home on the Shetland Islands in the North Atlantic. Interesting. Okay, let's open this up really quickly and then we will rearrange and get to spinning. So we are on day 17 and here we go. Oh my god, it's green again. But it's a very different and pretty green. Wow. Okay, so this is really interesting. This is very interesting to me because I was thinking how small days 17 through 20 looked compared to, like, some of the other days were like twice as wide. And this is such an interesting little skinny braid. I don't know if you can really see. It's like it's very skinny and it matches the little, my finger. Okay, so I have to say I am more okay with this green. I think it's different enough from what we've already seen in this box that I'm excited by it. So this will be fun. I think that this will get me a very different yarn than what I've already gotten with the like really bright, I can't reach. I have my yarns that I've made sitting up here. I can't reach them right now, but I feel like I've had very like, I don't know, bright candy kind of yarns. And this has a little bit of, I don't know, the green gets a little bit grungy. So this is such an interesting little, oh, okay, hang on. So it starts here. It starts at this end. I thought it was supposed to start at the bright end and then go to the kind of pukey green end, but it starts with the puke green. Okay, this is so thin. Interesting. Okay, let's rearrange and spin. Here we go. I had some comments. I've had a lot of comments on these videos. I should have said this before I was bent over, but thank you so much for all of the tips that you have given me on spinning, on like how to handle different types of fleece. I am so grateful to all of you, and I'm glad that you are here and enjoying these videos. I did have a tip to kind of open up the whole braid and like shake things out to fluff it up a little bit. And I think that is a fantastic tip, and I am not going to do it for right now. I am going to do it for other braids in the future. I will most definitely do it. But I've already started this adventure this way, and I'm just going to keep going this way, and that is by just leaving the braid as it is, and I unbraid a little bit as I go, and then I spin and what I've pulled out, and then I pull out some more. It's just what I'm doing. So I will definitely be trying out that tip in the future though. Although we'll see. I mean, who knows? Maybe this will give me some trouble and I'll have to take the whole braid apart. I don't know. This definitely feels more medium wool. Doesn't feel very fine. It does not really want to like pre-draft easily. But I do know that that also could be something that happens because of the dye process. It can just kind of like, it agitates things. The dye makes things stick together more and stuff. So we'll see how this goes. 1 second, I need to yell at Shandy for a sec. Shandy, get your butt over here. Okay, we're back. Aw, man, lost my leader. All the animals are behaving themselves, hopefully, and we are ready to spin. Are you done making noise, Shandy? Nobody needs to hear you licking everything. Yes, why don't we take a nap? Okay. All right, let's do this. I am definitely concerned that this is going to get in the way, but better to be a little inconvenienced than to do more damage to my finger, right? Okay, here we go. Okay, so, oh boy, okay. There we go, okay. I had to get past that like little beginning section. I always find, personally, that with dyed fiber, the tips of the braid are always just a little bit, not felted or anything, but like they take more trauma. They just get a little bit more agitation than the rest of the braid. So I always find the tips, just that first like maybe inch of the tips, is a little bit harder to spin and to get going because it just wants to be stuck together. So anyway, we are cruising. This is nice. Okay, I have a little bumpy bit I just want to grab out really quick. Where'd it go? Okay. This is going pretty well. I just had, I don't know, maybe my first yard of singles is a little gross looking, but excuse me. Can we look at how this just like boom, long draw, like let's go. All right. Way to go, Shetland. This is fun. Well, that did not take much getting used to. That was fun. I'm glad. This makes me really happy because I have a whole Shetland fleece. It's a small one, but I have a whole Shetland fleece, so I am glad that I'm enjoying this spinning. Because I have a lot of Shetland spinning ahead of me, and also I am really liking this kind of pukey olive-ish green color that's here at the beginning of this braid. Really loving it. Also, again, I think I mentioned this in my last video, but I don't normally spin like this. I do not recommend that you spin like this. Pay attention to your posture. Take care of your body. I'm just trying to fit all of me in the frame. But don't spin bent over like this. Here, let me spin normally for a second so you can see what I normally look like. I'll cut my head off. This is so much fun. Okay, well, I am thoroughly enjoying this. This is great. This is really fun. I like it. I don't think I am spinning to a lace weight, but I might be spinning to a fingering. Maybe a little thicker than a fingering, like a really plump fingering. Because I think also, since I'm doing this woolen style, it will probably plump up a bit once it's washed and everything. So this is very exciting. I'm looking forward to continuing, and I can't wait to see what tomorrow looks like. Okay, bye. So, do you remember the last time I sat down and recorded and I was telling you how I was really burnt out on spinning? Well, that's over now. I had the best time spinning the Shetland. It spun so quickly, so easily. It was so much fun. So, I'm sorry if you can hear the TV playing downstairs. So, let's quickly open up day 18 and see what it is. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so we have this green where we picked up from yesterday's bobbin. Oh, let me show you yesterday's bobbin. Sorry, it's right here. And now we're going into a tealy blue and then a really, really rich blue. The camera is not picking up how cool this blue is, but I'm very excited. This is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to spin this. So anyway, this brings us to the end of this week's TDF Tuesday video. So you'll have to come back next week to see what the next two braids in this in the Shetland look like, and we will make a decision on what we want to do. I know that this I'm going to add on to what I spun yesterday. It's going to go on the same bobbin, but who knows if the third and fourth days of Shetland I put on a different bobbin and apply them together, or if I do all of a gradient on one bobbin. We will see. We will see what tomorrow's color looks like and make a decision then. So make sure you come back to see what happens with this and with our final fiber of Tour de Fleece. And thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed what you have seen, please consider giving a like and subscribing, and wish me luck as I go spin this. I'm so excited to spin it. This is definitely my favorite fiber of the bunch so far. This has been so much fun. I can't wait. I feel rejuvenated. I'm super excited to head into the last week of Tour de Fleece. So I will see you next week for our final TDF Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching, and take care of you, and I will see you next time. Bye.